Joining us now is Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson. Senator, always good to see you. 92 groups. What can you tell us about the Arctic frost investigation, and how did these 92 Republican groups get caught up in this investigation?
Well, it really shouldn't surprise anybody, starting with President Obama.
It does surprise us. Yeah,
Well,
it does surprise us.
it shouldn't, based on what we've seen. President Obama, Hillary Clinton, referred to Republicans as deplorables. President Biden basically accused half of America who voted for Donald Trump as potential domestic terrorists. And so there's this list. Obviously, as Jack Smith went after Donald Trump, they weren't focusing on Donald Trump alone. They were focusing on anybody that would be allied with Donald Trump. Turning Point is pretty shocking in light of the horrific assassination of Charlie Kirk. But also on that is the Republican Attorney Generals Association, which is, I think, equally shocking. But again, I'm not surprised by this. This is what the left does. They view politics as a blood sport. They have indicated that they believe we're at war and that they got to take the gloves off. Let's face it, the incitement of violence is primarily coming from the political left. We need to recognize that if we're going to actually, solve this problem, end this sickness that has really infected far too many Americans, particularly young Americans on college campuses.
Well, Senator Johnson, the reason I question being surprised is because it's just absolutely awful that we would think that these kind of things happen. First, we have physical violence being thwarted against people who have different views. But now what we have is kind of financial destruction being aimed at specific people, using the IRS, using other government agencies to bring people down in a nonviolent way, but in a destructive way. What are we going to do to solve that kind of situation that's happening, and what can you as a senator do to solve this?
We first have to expose it, and I really appreciate the partnership I developed with Senator Grassley. Our staffs work together well. We've been investigating Hunter Biden, the abuses within government, within the Department of Justice, within the FBI. We should have had these documents years ago. It should have taken whistleblowers, and I also appreciate the fact that Kash Patel has entered in agreements with the other whistleblowers that were being retaliated against by the previous management over the FBI. So again, we've got a clean house at the FBI. I know the Democrats are going to call that a purge, but we're just trying to get rid of the partisans that have weaponized the FBI and federal agencies against American citizens.
And Senator, to what degree were they targeted?
That we still don't know, and that's what Kash Patel's got a lot on his plate. Obviously, part of the problem we have within the FBI and the Department of Justice is, first of all, you had a lot of partisans that just quit because they certainly couldn't serve in a Trump administration. Then we had to terminate quite a few of them, or the president had to terminate them. It's difficult to find the replacements because of the lawfare occurring, being implemented against not only President Trump, but people like Judge Troopis in Wisconsin and anybody else who defended this president. So again, they pick their targets, they destroy them, and so that makes it other people very reluctant to serve in the administration. So it's difficult for them to staff up to do all the work that they need to do. Let's face it, Democrats have done a lot of harm to this country. We are forced to clean up massive messes left behind by Biden and his Democrats. It's a tough job. I don't envy Kash Patel or Pam Bondi or President Trump their task, quite honestly.
Senator Johnson, thank you. As a Marquette grad, I'm always glad for the work that you do in Wisconsin. So thank you for joining us.
Have a great night.
Thank you, Senator. We appreciate you.